Hello everyone, SonicWalle here. TrackMaster, TOMY, or Player, or whatever you call it. One of, if not the best Thomas toy line out there. The simple concept of putting a battery into an engine and watching them loop around the track for hours and hours on end is just so satisfying. It's not the most sturdy toy line out there. I mean, especially the old stuff tends to have problems easily, but when they work, they are a sight to behold. HiT Toys TrackMaster was the very first era of the Playrail toy line that TOMY/Playrail did not have any total creative control over. TrackMaster was super identical to TOMY, so much so that in the UK and Europe it was still being produced by TOMY, and that version of TrackMaster is therefore known as TrackMaster TOMY. There were some, what I like to think, creative decisions to set TrackMaster apart from the standard TOMY lines. Notably that the track system was completely redesigned and was made a lot more detailed. HiT Toys went all out with some of their designs, notably the flip face engines, which looks absolutely amazing. Just look at Thomas! If only I had one of those. You see, I only grew up with the Fisher-Price era of TrackMaster, and I have received plenty of old TOMY engines from people graciously donating them to my family. The only HiT Toys item I ever owned as a kid was the HiT Toys Stanley. Aside from that, nothing else. Until now, as today I'll be reviewing the fun-sized Thomas' Sodor Adventure set by TrackMaster HiT Toys, which comes with a HiT Toys Thomas, a large set, a little bit of track, a signal box, and some signals. The Thomas in this set is just a stock standard Thomas from HiT Toys. Similar to Playrail, the HiT Toys version of many of the main characters contains somewhat revised versions of the engines. Thomas was probably the engine that changed the most, and actually is probably my favourite TrackMaster/TOMY Thomas ever. The HiT Toys Thomas is similar to the previous TOMY Thomas, except the decals are slightly different and blends a whole lot better, and Thomas finally has red stripes on his boiler. Unfortunately, I had a problem with Thomas when I first got him. His axle was broken right out of the box, causing him to struggle real bad. Luckily, as fate would have it, I had a spare TOMY Thomas. I simply swapped the chassis from both and presto, Thomas runs great again. To be fair, however, this might not illustrate how the set was originally presented, but still, I digress. Let's move on to the set itself. In this set, we have a small elevated bridge and a shed. There is also a signal box and a signal to place down to decorate the place. And that's it. Yeah, this set is pretty much a small loop around to the start. It ain't beating Action Canyon, I tell you, not even from a country mile. But if you treat it as a simple starter set or a simple set in general, or if it is your first TrackMaster set, I really cannot complain. It's a wonderful introduction to TrackMaster, and its simplicity makes it fun. It's at least a much better starter set when compared to the likes of Thomas's Busy Day, which hardly resembles a set at all. Overall, it's far from the greatest set ever, but I'm just glad to finally have a piece from the HiT Toys era. If you're getting into TOMY/TrackMaster, and if the prices on the beloved sets puts you off, trust me, why wouldn't you, then try and seek this one out. It's surprisingly fun for what it is. Anyways, this is SonicWalle and I hope to see you all next time. I apologise for the short length, but unfortunately, yeah, I just wanted to get something out there. So anyways, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!
Great time. Thank you, Mr. T.
Well, I have to leave to explore other planets, but I'll be back soon. TOMICA World is such an exciting planet, the best system in the universe! Stay cool!